Okay, time for you to weigh in, and we are going to start in Sloatsburg, New York. This is Greg. Glad you called, sir. Hello.
Hi, Rush. It's an honor.
Thank you.
Rush, this morning I was listening to the news conference, and I heard the sheriff say that if you see someone who every Friday normally comes home with eggs and milk, but this Friday comes home with bullets, you should tell the police. And to me, it sounded frightening, like something out of the old Soviet Union. And it got me thinking, why do we deal with bank robbery so different than we do school shootings? Why is it to prevent or deter bank robberies, we use physical security like a vault, bulletproof glass, and armed guards? For bank security, we don't rely on people turning in their neighbors for unusual activity. Yet to stop school shootings, we're supposed to give up our rights, be they gun rights, freedom from search, seizure, or incarceration. Why do we really want to live in a country where someone reporting you for being creepy or changing your daily routine brings the behavior police to your door?
Well, I think I'm going to give the sheriff the benefit of the doubt here in answering, although I completely agree with your assessment here. But I think law enforcement is frustrated. In this instance, the FBI was told to the guy. Everybody in town knew this guy had something wrong with him. Everybody that was, the guy was posting his intentions. The FBI was alerted. And the sheriff is frustrated because everybody's dumping on law enforcement. Why don't you do something? And he's saying, we can't do anything until the guy acts. And so the sheriff's press conference, read to you a portion of what he said. I'm asking our lawmakers, go back to your capitals and give police the power if they see something on social media, if they see graphic pictures of rifles and blood and guns and bombs and gore, if they see something, horrific language, if they see a person talking about, I want to grow up and be a serial killer, we need to have the power to take that person and bring him before mental health officials, professionals, and have involuntary examination. I think they're just, because everybody's dumping on them. It seems so obvious. The guy predicted what he was going to do, told what he was going to do. Everybody knew, and not everybody, a lot of people knew, and there was not a thing that could have been done to stop it. According to the sheriff, he didn't have the power to stop it because of the things you just cited. He did not have the power to go get this kid out of his house and commit him to a mental health agency. So what is the answer? I think the caller is hung up. Okay. Well, wait. Snurdly's asking me if I think we're going to allow people to be put in mental health facilities. I must at this point assert, we got to all try to remember, there isn't anything that could happen here that hasn't happened before. Why in the 80s was there all of a sudden a massive homeless population? Because the homeless advocates determined that they had been placed in mental health institutions in violation of their rights, and they were released. The courts made the various agencies in charge of getting them off the street let them go, adhering to their constitutional rights. If they were taken off the street in violation of their rights, mental illness isn't a crime. Who are you? Asking authorities. So the streets of certain cities got flooded. So you're asking me, do I think we're eventually going to have roundups of the mentally disturbed? We've already done it. We've done that and more. This is one of the reasons that I'm approaching this from the way I'm approaching it. There isn't enough innovation and expertise in preventing these kinds of things. It's not permitted because the federal government's nationalized education. So whatever initiatives might be proposed and then made legal to enact locally, they would have a chance because it just isn't possible. Like the sheriff is just frustrated here. In this one instance, and I know that after the fact, 2020 hindsight, everybody has, but there are a lot of people say the guy predicted it or warned he was going to do it. Others predicted he would do it. The FBI knew, and nobody found a way to stop it. I have to take a break. I wish I didn't. I'm out of time. That's the only reason. We'll be back.